You're listening to The Money Hour with your host, Tina Mitchell, and co-host Keelan Harvey on Alternative Talk AM 1150. Now, back to the show with local mortgage experts Tina Mitchell and Keelan Harvey.
You are listening to The Money Hour on 1150 AM KKNW, the Friday, May 15th virtual show. I am your host, Tina Mitchell.
And I'm your co-host, Keelan Harvey.
Because of the COVID-19, our show is temporarily moved virtually, but you can also listen in to us on the 1150 AM KKNW. The show airs at 3 o'clock on Saturday with a rebroadcast on Sunday, and you can also catch us on podcast. We are here to help you build a strong financial blueprint 1 week and one show at a time, and it's definitely a great day to talk about money, and that's what the show is all about, how to make money so you can have a better quality of life for you and your family. If you're listening to our show at a different time of day, you are listening to a rebroadcast, but we are definitely here to connect you with the guests that we have on the show. You can call the show at 1-855-400-1150 or go online at themoneyhour.com. Again, that's 1-855-400-1150 or online at themoneyhour.com. And now on our show, we have Danielle LaFleur of East as Pie Design, Easy as Pie Design, not so easy to say, maximizing your website marketing dollars right here at 1150 AM KKNW. Danielle, thank you so much for being here and welcome back to our show.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here.
So excited to have you. And look how pretty she looks on video. It's really fun. This is our third week here on Zoom and doing a Facebook Live. So a different dynamic for the show, but it's great for all of you to see how beautiful our guests are as well. A little bit about Danielle. Danielle has over 27 years in marketing, IT, and network design, development, and training. She is the owner of Graylux Incorp, and she is the founder of Easy as Pie Design and creator of My Slice of Pie website design and marketing solutions. And obviously, she's good with branding because that's quite a brand for her business. As a certified Fix This Next coach, she understands the real needs small businesses have in creating both value online and in person with their clients. She is dedicated to creating successes for her team and for her clients. And today, the Money Hour segment, Danielle talks about maximizing your marketing during a recession. Just a couple ways to get a hold of Danielle. I want to put this out here. MySpaceofPie.com, easyaspiedesign.com, and DanielleLaFleur.com.
Yeah, sorry, Tina, I was fidgeting. It's because I have the sun came out and I have a white side of my face all of a sudden that I've never had before. So I was trying to adjust things. But Danielle, so last time you were on the show that we talked about website development and online marketing, and due to the sudden shift, obviously, with this whole COVID thing and our economy in turn, so what's new and what's changed with you?
That is an excellent question. And, I get asked that often. And one of the things I want to always say is that, actually business doesn't change. Business is business, regardless if you're in a bull market or a bear market. And what you have to think about is pivoting what maybe your offers are and how you market it. But at the end of the day, clients still want value. Customers still want to be heard. They want to be understood. And they still have problems that need to be solved. So money is still there. You need to shift and pivot your business to be able to step up to the plate and answer that calling so you can hear and solve their problems. So it's really important to be very strategic about what you're doing in your business, in your marketing, and your sales, and your website and your whole branding to make sure that you are hitting the target that you need to hit, which is solving problems for your clients.
So Danielle, it sounds kind of simple and, but I know many people, money's really tight right now for a lot of industries. It seems like some are thriving and some are just trying to survive, and they may, say, well, gosh, kind of this sounds like a fluffy part of my business and feels like it might not be that important at this time when, the reality is if you don't have business, you really need to focus at the highest level at investing on your marketing. Would that be correct?
Yeah, I think you just hit the nail on the head. And I think, what you said in that beginning statement, I talk with my hands by a lot, so this is going to be fun video for you. So what you said was like, they feel like that's the thing is that we make so many decisions in our business based off what we feel and not what the data says, right? And, there have been many documentations that businesses go through. usually about a 5-stage process when a recession hits. Over the last 100 years, data has shown that when businesses start investing back into their marketing and back into their sales strategies during a recession, not only do they come out the other side strong, but they're actually 10 times more successful than companies that just survive a recession. So it's kind of the same strategy as buy low, sell high. It's the same thing. Like, this is when most people are like pulling back, and it's your job and opportunity to actually push forward and really focus that dollar value the best that you can. And it's cheap. It's much cheaper right now to be able to do that as well.
I love that. That's such a
And
great
really
idea.
quickly, Keelan, before you...
Sorry.
Oh, so sorry, Keelan. Before you go to the next question, I just wanted to make a comment on what Danielle had said, and I loved how you used the word opportunity, because it's so true. This is such a huge opportunity, and discounted because businesses, even like your businesses, they're making adjustments because of what things are going through to make it easier for people to come in and to sustain their own business and building clients. So yeah, it's so true. Now's the time to jump in and really invest in your business so that you can position yourself the best.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, Danielle, if I owned a business, I know what my next, well, I do own a business, but I mean, I'm curious to know what my next, the next thing would be like. What is the appropriate amount? I have my own business model, but I'm curious to get your feedback. What is the appropriate amount to be spending on marketing?
Yeah. Because marketing is so confusing for so many people, and just spending any dollar value can kind of be confusing. So I go back to a percentage point, because $1 to me is not equal to the same $1 for you, right? And so I say, when, most companies, when you start in the business, they're going to say that you're going to want to spend at least 40 to 70% of your OPEX on marketing when you first start out, because the main thing is that your sales is the gas for your company. And if you don't have sales, your business is dead. And to be able to really maximize your sales, you need to have your target market coming into you. So you really need to focus and be strategic about your marketing dollars when you first start a business. And the same rules apply within a recession. Now, if your business is established, you might not actually have to go up to 70%. Maybe you only need 20%. That's something that you talk about with a marketing expert to kind of get what that number is. But I would expect that you're going to have to increase whatever it is that you were doing in the previous year. You're going to have to put more back into it and start to think of your business as a startup again, in some capacity or not. But marketing, it's a big beast of any business. And so it can be really confusing. And I think a lot of people are kind of a little bit scared about those numbers. But we really, truly believe the most effective way to grow your business is to improve your marketing.
So Danielle, that it seems like it could be overwhelming to a business professional to take on such a big project, and especially in times that might be trying for them. What would you say to them, for somebody that might say that?
It can be really, really overwhelming. And you mentioned earlier about My Slice of Pie. We actually just launched this product line about 3 months ago, right before this all hit. So we were working on this way before this even happened. So we streamlined our entire business to be able to help the small business niche specifically get up and running within 48 hours. So instead of people like wandering around and trying to figure everything out, we literally took best practices and simplified it as best that we possibly can to be able to execute for our clients. We really understand that money follows speed, and you cannot this is not a time to self-sabotage. This is a time to take action. And so we want to make sure that we are not a stopgate for you to take action and start bringing in income.
Wow.
Yeah, it's so great, Danielle, stepping in at this time and doing something new for these new businesses opening.
Yeah.
48 hours is quick. That's pretty amazing. I mean, there's a lot of pieces there. So good on you for that quick turnaround time. That's insane. How do you guys manage that? How do you do that?
We, we're big on processes and streamlining. I know Tina's big on processes and streamlining and doing things one time. And so I got together with our team. Our team got together and we took over 70 plus years of technical experiences, marketing experiences. We have doctorates. We have very, high end people working on my team. We came together and we went to the drawing board and just, what do we want? What do we need to create here? So we took the best practices. We took our best designs, our highest converting designs. We took the best marketing strategies that work for small businesses and solopreneurs, and we created packages that pick your solution. What do you want at the end of the game? Pick your solution and go. So that's what we did. I mean, it took a year. Like, it took a long time for us to put this together, but great time for execution.
Yay, so exciting. So what was the why behind it, Danielle, and putting such a great offer and great program out there?
That's a good question. I'm going to keep saying it's a good question because, I mentioned a little bit earlier that we talked about, the 5 stages when businesses kind of go through that. And we knew that a recession was going to come at some point. So we knew this was coming down the pipeline statistically. And, they go through shock, which is the first stage. The second stage is usually to discount or offer, massive action that's kind of inappropriate, whether they're laying off people or taking out massive loans or whatever it is, right? We want to be able to support our clients and get them down to that evaluate stage, which usually takes 2 to 4 weeks, and start looking at those data points and stop making emotional decisions, but make strategic, logic-based decisions on their marketing, on their sales. And that's what we're helping them through, because you want to get to that next stage, which is actionable, impactful action. And you want to make sure that every step that you're taking has an ROI at the other end of it. It needs to be very strategic and thoughtful. And so many times, so many businesses are just like throwing spaghetti at the wall, hoping something hits. And we want to make sure that we are saving as many businesses that we possibly can to have a really strong financial future when at the other end of this. And another thing that I would love to say on this is that when you take strategic action, when you are focused on doing that, when you hit stage 5, which is that bust, when the economy switches, everybody else didn't do that, and you're the only person playing the game. And that's how you get that tenfold success at the other end. Your main job is to get through this section and be very smart with your money and very, very smart with your actions, because at the end of it, you're going to skyrocket.
That is awesome information there. We're actually, unfortunately, we're down to just a minute. So we blew by this, and you have so much good information for us. But I think the most important thing is, how do people get a hold of you? And is there anything that you want to leave to all our wonderful listeners?
The easiest way to get in touch with me is to go to the website and hit book a consultation, or email me, hello@easyaspie. Design works really good. Most people can find me on Insta, Facebook, whatever it is, but just pop me an email. Hello. That literally goes directly to me. So that's the bestest way to get in touch. Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah, Danielle, thank you. And you want to be the only one playing the game. You come out of this and imagine, and you want to be the one that's playing the game the strongest because you set your marketing up. Danielle, thank you so much for coming in the studio. It's always a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
Coming up next in the Money Hour, financial plan for times like this. We have Tony Sablon of Ultimate Wealth Strategies, LLC, right here on 1150 AM KKNW.